From the studios inside the Lawrenceville School's historic Pop Hall, I'm Maggie Blunden, and this is L10 News. Every year, we watch the Lawrenceville football team work from preseason until winter term. But what goes on behind the scenes? Arts producers give us an inside look into what makes a football player strong.
This is Simi from L10, and today we are here to give you an exclusive look into the practices of the Big Red football team. Welcome to the field.
Now, welcome to Clark, where the football team has a different kind of practice.
I'm Napoleon Sykes. I'm the head football coach here at Lawrenceville.
I'm Derek Wilder. I'm the director of dance and the artistic director of the Lawrenceville School Dance Collective.
So I went to Wake Forest University, and one of the things that Wake Forest football was this class called Movement for Men, which was a dance class.
Last year I was approached by their coach asking would I consider helping their team work on their stretching, flexibility, some core, and I was quite surprised and very pleased at the same time that I was being approached by the varsity athletic system.
When I thought of this idea and kind of got with Coach Wilder about this, it was kind of three-pronged, right? So it's an opportunity for us to get out of our comfort zone, be a part of things that our guys typically aren't a part of. Two, it's a great opportunity for our guys to stretch. It's an hour-long stretch.
The important things behind stretching is injury prevention.
And it really has cut down on all our soft tissue injuries. It's been great, and Coach Wilder is awesome. One of the pieces that I really love that he does at the end of class, he finishes it always with a meditation piece. It just gives our guys, like, this place is busy. And so at the end of the day for our kids before they go out to practice, just have a quiet moment where they can resettle and refocus before they come out here is really cool.
So it's been a wonderful relationship that has blossomed into this thing. And this year I came back with some bigger ideas and better ideas. And I'm just really excited to be a part of this program now. Ah! Go Birds. Ah!
I'm a Ravens fan. That's not even there's no question about that. I'm a Ravens fan. Like, I don't like the Steelers. I don't like the Browns. That's why I don't do fantasy football, because I got to root for other people. I don't do it.
Thank you, Kingsley and Simi. From good luck charms to hype songs, each sports team has its own traditions. Follow the sports producers as they explore the culture of the girls' varsity field hockey team in the first edition of Locker Room Secrets.
Welcome to the girls' varsity field hockey locker room. The varsity field hockey locker room is where we all come when we win, when we lose, for good times and bad times.
I think it's where we hype each other up. It's where, we get love sometimes after a bad loss, but it's okay because we come back. We can only go up for here.
Okay, let's go on a little tour now.
I'm Chloe.
And I'm Anna. We're your captains.
This is Megan.
Say hi, Meg.
Hi. Megan, what is your favorite BRFH tradition?
I think my favorite BRFH tradition is our pregame rituals in the circle the night before every game. And Anna and Chloe just give us a lot of inspiration for our upcoming game, and we scream a lot. And I think it just helps build the team culture because it's something that's been going on for so long and really just connects BRFHers from 20 years ago and today.
Here's our speaker. A little bit left of Hoover. We carry it to and from McPherson every single day.
It's not a field hockey practice if you don't hear Chloe and I walking to and from practice. Okay, let's go to the important stuff. So this is Chloe and I's corner, if you couldn't tell. These are our MVPs, most valuable players on the team. This is Pitbull. He comes to every one of our games.
This is Taylor, so she's a little deformed sometimes, but just here in spirit.
Yeah, but yeah, she can go back down now. She got benched for a little bit. She just sits there now. That's our locker room. Nothing much else to it. It's gonna be a great season.
Thank you, Chloe and Anna, Brian and Jackie. From Features. Every Tuesday, between the Kirby Math Center and Raymond House, the Big Red Bike Shop meets. This week, Augusta takes us on a tour of the shop to meet the bikers and technicians of Lawrenceville.
Hello everyone, I'm Augusta Sahabian, a senior at the Lawrenceville School, and we're here with L10 at the Big Red Bike Shop. What inspired the Big Red Bike Shop?
So it was originally started by Mr. Dory, who left the school last year, but he envisioned kids coming in being able to get their bikes fixed, learn how to fix bikes, and I saw that it wasn't on the preliminary club list, and I was like, I really want this to continue to be a club on campus.
That's awesome, I love hearing that. So here we have a bike and I see you guys working on it. So what are you working on right now specifically?
So currently we're working on the front derailleur. So as you can see here, whenever we try switching the gears, this is supposed to move from one gear to the other. However, it's currently not doing as it should. This is a little loose, we have to tighten that. But as we continue to move it, it gets stuck.
So what is the strangest bike issue you have faced so far at the Big Red Bike Shop?
Okay, so strangest bike issue. So one time these bars were actually pointed up, so the brakes were on top instead of the bottom.
Why do you think biking is the best way of getting around?
Man, it's just a lot faster. Especially, like on Mondays, you wake up, it's like 7:45, you have class in 15 minutes, got to get ready, just hop on the whip, go straight to class, you're there in like 2 minutes. It's perfect.
Very true. I wish I have a bike now. So what do you think inspired the Big Red Bike Shop?
Man, I think there were just like a lot more bikers, recently just bring their bikes on campus and just run into issues, maybe some people will steal them and, something will happen to the bikes, you got to get it fixed. And just learning how to fix your own bike is a super useful skill. A lot of people wanted to learn that, and just school is very helpful in accommodating this new club.
We have a special view right here of the bike shed just for L10, and Alyssa is going to give us an inside look of the real behind the scenes of what goes on at the Big Red Bike Shop. So tell us a little bit about the shed.
All right, so the shed is a place where we house all of our bikes. So we can come in here to get some of the bikes that are already broken, that are fixed, and also that can be used for campus tours and for other club events. We also have a few tools in here that allow us to fix our bikes.
Hello. I had a problem with the rear derailleur and also my gear shift. It was just when I shifted my gears, it just wouldn't change, and I was just stuck at one gear. My gear shift works amazing now. It just it was stuck before. Now I can just change gears. I can leave 5 minutes before a meeting or a class and just still arrive early. It's basically reduced my traveling times in half, and I can just sit around. If I'm waiting for someone, I don't need, I'm a very lazy person. This has become my best friend, and yeah, I'm glad I joined the biking community here. Bye, Kingsley. See ya. Bye, Marco.
If you ever have an issue with your bike, the Big Red Bike Shop can take care of it. More news. Recently, 3 talented singers, Aria, Claire, and Chiedza, performed in the first installment of Bred for the Stage. Through this new initiative, Student Council hopes to showcase talent that is often unrecognized within our community. We can't wait to see more Laurentians take this meeting stage. The first annual Saturday house hopping event brought together houses from across the Crescent and the Circle. Houses served food and hosted activities. From s'mores to nachos and just dance to mini golf, there was something for everyone. That's it for this week's episode. As always, if you have a story to share, Let us know or stop by our office in the basement of Pop Hall. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to never miss an episode. From all of us here at L10, have a good week.